My name is Terrence Vernon Dempsey II, and I'm here to talk to you today about your business. If it is your business, if it is something that you have prepared for, studied, harnessed, spent time developing systems and processes, even had mentors talk to you about your business, it will impact your speech. Mainly because you understand the value that you have to offer to other people. Understanding that the way you deliver it can make the difference between you making a sale, gaining a customer, or you not making a sale and getting rejected. My sole purpose here today is to help you understand the importance and the value that comes from understanding your business and speaking like it is your business. Having a certain passion and a drive to study the art of articulation, to study the art of communication, to study the art of cultural differences. Because who's to say that the people that you are providing a product or a service for come from the same background that you come from? So, if you pay attention and understand that it's not about you, but it's who you are here to serve and provide for, I guarantee you by the end of this seminar, you will leave here with some great tools to equip you to further move your business along in the right path, in the right direction. Even though you might go through certain ebbs and flows that happen, because it all happens in business. It's not a straight trajectory. It moves like the stock market. But if you have a great speech, you can communicate it, and you can articulate the solution that you are providing for other people's problems, you will know for sure that you can provide the best type of service to your clients and customers. Now, I want you all to understand this, that your fear is costing you money. Yes. Your fear of losing out, your fear of being a failure, your fear of lacking, your fear of being rejected, laughed at, made fun of, all because of you are so concerned of what other people may think of you. That fear is costing you money. That fear is making you sweat and fret. But think about it like this. If you had pockets in your pants, and every dollar or amount of money that you put into those pockets has a hole, or the pocket has a hole, and you putting money in there, but you're not keeping it. And the main reason why you are not keeping money or an influx of customers coming to your business is the main fact that you are scared. And so it shows up in your speech, and it shows up in the way that you present yourself. It's almost as if you already know that what you have to provide is of no value, so therefore you speak like it. You're soft and you're scared and you're uncertain, and people pick up on that certain energy or the pattern and the tone in your voice. So have no fear. Mr. Terrence is here to help you with that. I remember there's a certain story of a salesman, and this salesman would sell different products or services to other big shots who had large sums of money, whether it was angel investors or other business owners who had the capabilities to provide more money or capital for his business. But not only that, this salesman was able to help those other businessmen as well. But the problem that this salesman had was that he was fearful, he was fretful, he was anxious. He thought about the worst thing that could happen instead of focusing on the best thing that could happen. And this salesman would almost crawl into these big shots offices on all fours mentally, as if he was a beggar holding up a cup asking for some change. Now, when these big shots saw how this man carried himself, how this salesman carried himself, do you think they had any inkling of trust in this man? Do you think that if these angel investors or big shots gave this weak, scared, and afraid salesman some of their money, that they would get an ROI on their investment? Absolutely not. Why would they think that they can get an ROI on their investment because of the way this man carried himself? So the salesman had to understand that he had to change his belief. The lesson in that story is, once the salesman understood that he can sell, that he can communicate, that he can provide a great service, it changed his belief. See, your belief shapes your words. Your belief about yourself, first and foremost. Let's start there before we even start about the business. Your belief about yourself shapes how you carry yourself. Also, it shapes the words that come out of your mouth. So if you're always talking down on yourself, if you're always seeing yourself as a failure, not as a miracle, the very fact that you're living and breathing today is a miracle. If you don't believe that you can, what makes you think the big shots will believe that you can? If you don't speak to yourself highly, if you don't understand that you are the man with the solution, you are the woman with the solution, you are the person that can provide value to the marketplace, what makes you think that these people are going to come alongside you and give you their money or invest alongside you or help you build your business? You have to understand first, you must be your biggest cheerleader. So I challenge yourself, next time when you get up in the morning and you're brushing your teeth, tell yourself, I'm the man. I'm the woman. I'm the person that can provide the value. And just smile. Smile into your brain and carry that with you throughout the day. And also have fun with it. Be creative. On your way to work, on your way to the office, talk to yourself. Practice your sales pitch. Understand your business system. Understand the ins and outs of what you are providing. So that way it's second nature. Shoot, practice with a homeless person at the busy intersection. This will help improve your speech. And not only that, it will help articulate the very solution that you are providing to these people. And you have to realize sometimes you just got to get mad. Matter of fact, you just have to get pissed off for wealth. You have to understand that if I don't communicate well, if I don't take time learning how to practice my speech, if I don't take time practicing my public speaking for my business, I will always be stuck in my 9-to-5. I will never make a single sale. I will never gain a single client. I won't be able to provide value that is necessary to the marketplace. You have to understand that the very thing that you have, someone else needs. And when you understand that, you won't have to fear no more. You won't have to be afraid, because you know that the best possible outcome is a positive one. And it'll show up in your tone, in your voice inflection, and the variations of how you deliver the very thing that you have to offer. Get mad. Have a righteous indignation that if I don't walk into the marketplace and use this instrument right here to create solutions for other people, there's no way I'm escaping the rat race. I'll always have to answer to my boss. I'll always have to go to bed hungry. I'll always have to scratch my head wondering if I ever could have made it as a businessman or a businesswoman. All because of the simple fact that you let fear hold you back, that you weren't mad enough about it to free yourself from wrong thinking. You see, anger and indignation can act as liberators from false ideas about yourself and the product or service that you provide. If you're angry enough and you use it towards a healthy endeavor, I promise you this, it'll work in your favor. And you'll spend that time practicing in front of the mirror the lines that you have, or articulating your business scheme and maneuver. Because you can have a great product, but if no one knows that you have a great product because you don't talk about it, nor do you share it with others because you're fearful, then what use is that to you and the marketplace? So take the time to liberate yourself from your fears. Take the time to get with other businessmen and businesswomen who speak well, not only about their business, but about themselves. Because it starts right here in the mind. You have to train your mind to see what you would like to do or be. Because quite frankly, we're all living in a reality that we already had up here. You're broke because of your mindset. You're suffering because of your mindset. You have to look at the world differently. And when you look at the world differently, you're able to approach it with the right mindset. You believe, so therefore you act. And when you act in such a way that lets other people know that this person is bold, courageous, passionate, they know that this is someone that I can work with. This is someone I trust my money with. This is someone I could buy something from. So train yourself to see yourself as already successful, because you are. Let me put it to you like this. If you can remember, worry, and tie your shoe, you can be successful. You can have a thriving business. Because those things that I just mentioned, they happen automatically. You worry automatically. You don't teach yourself or consciously think about worrying. It just happens automatically. All I'm saying to you is see yourself speaking well about your business. See yourself taking the time to practice and to get rid of those filler words and to get past that writer's block when it comes to talking about the service that you provide. Because the only way you can make money in your specific industry is to use words to penetrate people's minds to make them think about the very thing that you have to offer for them. So I challenge you today to make the effort. You might have to get a speaking coach. You might have to practice a couple dry runs. But don't let that fear stop you. Don't let that cringe stop you. Ask any person who's doing better than you in a specific field or industry that you're in. They'll tell you, oh, it wasn't always like this. I had to train myself to think like this. I had to get around other people that called me higher. So that way I could think on their level. I took the time to practice. I wrote my notes out. And when I got frustrated, I didn't stop at my frustration. I kept on pushing past it. I kept on applying the same stuff that I knew would succeed and pay dividends in the future. So don't be like that soft, wretched salesman who would crawl on all fours to those big shots desk and ask for money or talk about his business or product that he was providing and then walk away sorrowful with his chin down, shoulders drooped over, tail tucked between his legs because of the simple fact that he couldn't speak confidently. All because he was fearful. Don't be fearful. Live courageously. And when you do that, it'll trickle down on into your business. This will help you succeed in life. It's your business. Now speak like it. Change your belief about yourself. Get angry and pissed off for wealth. Train your mind to picture who you would like to do, or who you would like to be rather, and what you would like to do. You have a voice, and your voice matters, especially if you're a business owner. So work on that instrument, your voice. Work on speaking like you're gonna die if you don't speak. Work on speaking as if you don't make this sale, you don't get to eat. And when you do that, I guarantee you will attract the right clientele, the right customers, the right people in the marketplace that you have the capability to change your lives for the better. So don't stop. Keep on going. If you don't like the sound of your voice, who cares? You have to push past that. You're the only one that doesn't like the sound of your voice because you're such a bad critic. We're hard on ourselves. You can speak with authority. Know your business. Know the product and service that you are providing. And know that you can't do this unless you voice it. And you can get over that fear by training your mind to think successfully, by seeing it already up here. Don't look so much at the reality of it or what's going on around you, but rather focus on what you want and who you would like to be, because you can do it. You have a creative personality. So, in the words of my father, keep on keeping on and study and speak and communicate the very business that you know can transform other people's lives. You're not here to get something from people. You're here to give something to them. And in exchange, they give you their money. How wonderful is that?